So today we're looking at the box and whisker plot practice probe. And the question 1 says, Karen constructed box and whisker plot below to show information about her first semester test scores. What was Karen's median test score? Median would be here. So if this is 75 and this is 95, we're right in between that. So that would be 85. This would be 80, and this would be 90. 75, 80, 85, 90, 95. It's counting by fives for each one. And I think B would be the correct answer choice there. Scroll. Oops. So scrolling down for number 2. The number of students that checked out a book from the library during the past 7 days is shown in the box below. What number represents the lower quartile for the data set? If you missed this question, it was probably because you did not put the data in order from least to greatest. I see 18, the 20s, I see 25 first, and then 27, and then 29. Then I see 30, 31, 36. So I should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I've got 7 numbers, so I should be good. And if I divide them in half, median mafia, mark them off each end. 2, 2, 3, 3, 3 on each side. 29 is my median. Now, to find my lower quartile, that's going to be the median of this right here. So mark them off the end. 25 is right there in the middle. My lower quartile is 25. Next question. Number 3 says the number of cars entering Yosemite National Park was recorded for 14 days in January. This is stem and leave-in plot. Displays the data, and it says 1, 5. Line 6 means 156 cars. What is the median number of cars for this period of time? So I'm going to count how many numbers I've got here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I got 14. Median's going to be in the middle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I got 176 there. Counting down from the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 180 is there. So it's going to be in between there. So that should be 178. Now, if you do it the longer way, you're guaranteed to get this right. So we should have 156, 159, 164, 168, that's a 1, 172, 175, 176, 180, 184, 185, 188, 192, 195, 196, and then median mafia, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6. You got 176 and 180 left in the middle, which is what I showed you here. And right in between the two of those, you add them and divide by 2, you get 178. So there's 2 ways to do that one. All right, number 4. Mrs. Jackson's class is keeping track of the number of magazines sold at the fall fundraiser. They make the stem and plot below to display data. Magazines sold by Mrs. Jackson's students. 1, line 3 is 13. What is the range of the numbers of magazines sold? So that would be the maximum, 46, minus the minimum. 6 minus 1 is 5. 4 minus 1 is 3. So let's look down here for that. And I see that is B. Alright, number 5. Judy recorded the low temperatures at Clear Lake for 10 days in May. She made the box and whisker plot to display her data. Which value defines the upper quartile? Well, this is lower extreme, lower quartile, median, upper quartile. And it looks like it's counting by ones. Let's check. 51, 52, 53, 54, 55. It is. So that one falls right at 51. It's the correct answer choice there. Number 6 says school band sold school supplies to pay for new uniforms. The amount earned each week for 10 weeks is shown. Which list of numbers represents the minimum, medium, and the maximum of this set of data? So you've got to put them in order from least to greatest because they're not there yet. And I see 22 is the smallest. And I don't see 23. I see 24 and 24 again. And I see 25, and I see 26, and 28, 30, 32, and 35, and then 38 is the last one. Okay, now this is a strategy you can use to make sure you have all the numbers that you need, is to write them above or below. So I know that I've matched up everything with another number, meaning that I've got the right amount of data. I've got all my data included. Now I'm looking for the minimum. It's 22. My maximum is 38. Knowing that alone, I can rule out C and D. They do not have the correct minimum and maximum. Now I need to find the correct median. So, median mafia. Mark 1 off each end. 2, 3, 4. Looking for what's between 26 and 28, and that would be 27. So then the next one, number 7 says, what is the median of this data? Put them in order from least to greatest. I see 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8. There's another 8 over there. Uh-oh, I've got 2 2s, so I'm going to do this. Now I make that a 2 and bring my 1 out there. So there's that. I see 11, and then 12, and then 16 and 17. Alright, and I'm looking for the median again. So, mafia, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm looking for right between 7 and 8, and that should be 7.5. Number 8, the distribution of the number of books checked out per person on a certain day at the city library is shown in the plot below. What is true according to the plot? Median is 3. You may not find the mean from a box and whisker plot. Let's see. What do they say for D? They say the median is 8. The median is not 8. The median is 3. So the correct answer choice there is B. Alright, number 9. The plot shows the distribution of the heights of the students in a class. If Nora is 55 inches tall, in which quartile is her height? Well, this is the first, and this is the second, and this is the third, and this is the fourth. 55 would be there, that would be in the first quartile. All right, number 10, what is the lower quartile in the box and whisker plot below? Lower quartile should be right there at 52. Right there. So I would say B is the correct answer for that one. Number 11, what is the interquartile range? Interquartile means inside the quartiles. So I'm looking from 33 to 13. Subtract that because it's the range, and I would say 20 is the interquartile range for this one. For 11 school days, Ivan count. What did Ivan count? Ivan counted the number of students in his science lab who wore sneakers. What is the upper quartile value of Ivan's data? So it looks like these are all in order from least to greatest, so that's kind of nice that they did that for us. So looking for the upper quartile, first you got to find the median. One, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so the median is 8. Now, let's use a different color for the upper quartile. 8, 14, 10, 13. So that means that this right here, the 11, is the upper quartile. Next, Jerry recorded the outdoor temperature at noon on the first day of each month for 1 year. He made the box and whisker plot below to display his data. What is the range of temperatures? So range is going to be the biggest minus the smallest. So that looks like it starts at 95 and goes to 55. And so 5 minus 5 is 0 and 9 minus 5 is 4. So the range is 40. All right, next we've got number 14. The plot below shows distribution of grades for a test. Jeff earned a score of 91 on the test. In which quartile does his test fall? So this is the first, second, third, fourth. He made a 91. That would be somewhere in there. So I would say fourth for that one. And then next, we've got Mr. Robinson made a stem and leaf plot of his 15 students' math test scores. What is the lower quartile of the data? So I've taken those numbers from the stem and leaf plot and written them out here. Now to find the lower quartile, find the median first. So the median is 76. So now let's find the lower quartile. So go from here, there. So 68 is my lower quartile. So now let's look at the worksheet that I had you do at the beginning of class. For box and whisker plots, the ages and years of 10 dogs at a local animal shelter are shown below. Which box and whisker plot best represents the ages of the dogs? So as you're marking them off each end, median mafia, you have 2 3s left in the middle, but you don't use either one of those. They're still included in the data. Okay, so right in between those is the 3 median. Then to find your lower quartile, this 3 is still included. So my lower quartile is 2, my lower extreme is 1. This 3 is still in, 3 and 9. We're doing the lower quartile, or excuse me, upper quartile now. 6, and this is the upper extreme. So looking for a lower extreme of 1, these 2 are still in. These 2 are out. They have the lower extreme in the wrong place. Lower quartile at 2. Still good. Median at 3. This one hasn't. This one doesn't.